welcome to the couch once again. You're a fairly accomplished player. How does it feel to have been going up against Neuven and Sylveon with Boomburst copycat strategies?
So Jake Major, who is Wolf's friend, he got outed as abuser, and Wolf said, "I'm really proud of you," to an abuser, and then he lied about this person called Case to deflect attention away from this guy, and ran Case out of the community to protect his abusive friend. And Wolf's scumbag, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks, bye.
Okay, so I guess we'll be heading to the next round very shortly. So we'll see how the rest of the match goes. So for now, we're going to touch to a very short break, and we'll be right back.
Let's hear it for Wolf
Hey everybody, welcome back, where we're going to talk about the Birmingham region. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the Birmingham Regional. Maybe we'll talk about Rio de Janeiro if I feel like I have time. I have to do therapy in 40 minutes. I wanted to do this video earlier, but we're on Lab Mouse today because Victory Road hasn't updated the results yet. I don't know. Usually they do it pretty immediately. They don't have the results for either Birmingham or Rio, which is kind of crazy. But to get the elephant out of the room, I do not believe that any of the claims made in the clip at the beginning of this video are substantiated. Obviously, my opinion shouldn't matter to you about this sort of thing. You should form your own opinions. But this is very, very old drama that happened 5 years ago, pretty much. I vaguely remember it when it happened. And it is my understanding that both parties involved were kind of in the wrong, and Wolf was just kind of like there. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know enough about the situation to have like a crazy informed opinion, but it is my understanding that it's very old news and it's kind of already been sorted out already, and there's almost no reason to bring it up again. So there you go. Now, moving along, moving right along. You guys like the Muppets? I like the Muppets. Okay, so the big thing here is that Miraidon won this regional, just like it won the first Regulation G regional before. Not very surprising. Miraidon is very, very good. This is a pretty standard Miraidon team right now. It is, yeah. There's the Specs, Electric Drift, Volt Switch, Draco Meteor, Dazzling Gleam. Like this is the Miraidon team right now. It's usually pretty close to this. Miraidon, Whimsicott, Farigiraf, and then choose 3 other Pokemon is kind of what Miraidon teams look like right now. But I think the big thing for me is that Kyogre really showed out at this regional. Like, there's a bunch in like the top teams here. We have 3 identical Kyogre teams in top 9. I swear Calvin Foster was in top 8 when I looked before, but apparently he's in 9th place. But yeah, those are identical Kyogre teams. There's another one down here at 18th place, I believe. Yeah. And it's a really interesting team. This almost reminds me of like the like Moxie boosted like Wo-Chien Kyogre team, but obviously it's very different. Instead of like Iron Jugulus, we have Roaring Moon. Instead of Wo-Chien, we have Amoonguss, which is probably a better Pokemon to be put on your team. Instead of like Grimmsnarl, we're running Incineroar. So like less focused on all or nothing getting the Kyogre set up, and more focused on like a little bit of backup offense, because Roaring Moon's more offensive than Iron Jugulus, I would say. Usually it's run more offensively. Iron Jugulus is usually run a lot more defensively. Obviously, with the Earthquake Rapid Strike to do big damage in the rain. Hold on, I'll be right back. I don't know what that sound was. Sorry, my tortoise is in the bathtub right now because it's kind of cold outside, and he made a really weird noise. He seems like he's okay, though. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Amoonguss can buy you more turns than Wo-Chien can, for sure, because Spore is just that good, and also has the redirection. I don't know, this is probably a better setup for Kyogre. I personally don't like slow setup Kyogre. As you see, I usually run just like Scarf or Mystic Water, because I like the really like hyper offensive Kyogre, but that's just me, you know. But yeah, we see that team show up 3 times, and there's actually another Kyogre team here that I haven't looked at yet. This one is also very similar, except it has the Iron Jugulus instead of the... It's actually exactly the same team, but with Jugulus instead of Roaring Moon. That's very interesting. I guess we've decided this is the best way to play Kyogre. I don't know. It's not for me. But yeah, I just, leaning on Origin Pulse seems to be the way to go with Kyogre, but also it opens up a lot of variance into your games. And obviously we see that in the finals match, like Origin Pulse miss was a very big factor in how that match played out. So, take from that what you will. I think Water Spout is the superior move, but obviously you can't click Water Spout all the time. We got a Zamazenta here. We have a Terapagos here. Very cool. These are still very good Pokemon. We have Ice Rider with Grimmsnarl. Is this the offensive Grimmsnarl or is it Screens? It's Screens Grimmsnarl, okay. With T-Wave. We hate T-Wave Grimmsnarl. T-Wave Grimmsnarl is my op. We have Jumpluff in top 8. Very cool. 2 Groudons in top 8 is really neat. Groudon has been on the rise recently. It really showed out at a bunch of tournaments before. Like online tournaments before Birmingham. And that's just because it has a better Miraidon matchup than Koraidon a lot of the time. I don't see any Koraidon on the screen right now, honestly. I think Koraidon's really good. I've been using it a little bit, and I feel like it's really good, and I don't see any Koraidon. Man, that is insane. Ooh, Regidrago is really cool. We love Regidrago. Okay, let's look at it, a little bit more in depth here. Let's see. We have an Entei. That's really cool. This Regieleki team, I believe this team was at Worlds. It got like top. It made day 2 at Worlds for sure. I'm pretty sure this is that team with the Urshifu Dark and the Aleki and the Calyrex Ice Rider. I feel like running Aleki on an Ice Rider team is really weird, but I guess it makes sense because you could lead like Aleki Ice Rider and just like Volt Switch out. It's kind of like miniature Miraidon in that way. What else do we have here? Let's see. I didn't get a chance to look through the results because I'm kind of rushing because I need to do therapy in 30 minutes. We see that a Weezing Dondozo Calyrex team makes top cut here. Very set. Oh, and it's the Toxic Spikes Poison Gas version? Oh. If you play this team, I have no respect for you. Specifically the Toxic Gas Poison Spikes version, or the Toxic Spikes Poison Gas version. If you play it like any other version, like whatever, but this one with the spikes just makes me really mad. There's an Eternatus. I heard that Eternatus had a lot of hype going in this tournament too. This is Cosmic Power Eternatus. Okay. This is not the Eternatus that I've been seeing. I've been seeing a lot more offensive Eternatus, but a Cosmic Power Eternatus making day 2, making top cut, top 32 here. That's really cool. What else do we have here? Another Weezing Calyrex team. It looks like, let's see, are there any Calyrex Shadow Rider teams above that? No, the only Calyrex Shadow Rider teams that made top cut are with Weezing. That's a very interesting thing to learn. Of course, you see the Ditto here. Ditto's very good in these restricted formats. It'll probably be better in whatever Reg I is, if it is in fact dual restricted, because then you have 2 restricted Pokemon you could copy. It's a little easier to position that way. This is also one of the standard Miraidon builds going on here. Very, very cool. Zacian Regidrago, 33rd place. We love Zacian Regidrago. Yeah, all the Calyrexes are like down here lower on the results, man. Smeargle. Smeargle was real good coming out of Reg G in the last Reg G, so I'm surprised it hasn't seen more play yet. There's an Iron Bundle. That's kind of cool. People really actually starting to lean into using the electric terrain for other Pokemon and not just Miraidon, which I do like to see. Because Miraidon is a Pokemon, right? It's so good by itself. It doesn't need to run any of those other electric terrain Pokemon. And now, the only one you really ever see is Iron Hands. That's just because Iron Hands is good outside of having electric terrain. We are starting to see people run stuff like Iron Bundle, stuff like... That's a Cobalion? Oh, yeah! I heard about this Cobalion. This Cobalion is just Zamazenta at home. Like, legit, Electric Seed, it basically gets the defense boost at the beginning. Protect, Body Press, Heavy Slam, Iron Defense. This is Zamazenta at home, Cobalion. And it made day 2, and that's just so funny to me. A lot of what I've been seeing is actually Zamazenta at home, Bastiodon, which we'll probably see in San Antonio. Because those are American players that are doing that right now. I believe they are in like California. I think I've heard it's all over the Southern California regionals, which is actually crazy. Or regionals, the Southern California local scene, which is actually kind of really funny. We're big fans of Big Bast over here, busting out those body presses. Anyway, but yeah, this is just Zamazenta at home, which I think is really funny, and it kind of lends credence to. I've been thinking about Reg I, if it is dual restricted, running Miraidon, Boneless, Zamazenta with Electric Seed. Like, this is basically that, and I think that's really, really funny. A little bit more Dondozo, but this time with Miraidon. Okay, I've seen this before. Yeah, these teams aren't, like, crazy. Like, there's a couple of really crazy things, like this Virizion, or not Virizion, this Iron Leaves, support Iron Leaves, another, you know, Pokemon taking advantage of the electric terrain. Iron Leaves is really cool because it makes your Kyogre matchup, like, really easy. I think support Iron Leaves could be cool. It gets a lot of really cool support moves. It actually gets Gravity and Hypnosis, I believe, which is not good in electric terrain because you can't put things to sleep in electric terrain, but it's something worth thinking about. No Iron Valiant. Iron Valiant has been, like, so good online, like, recently, and I'm surprised I haven't seen any Iron Valiant in here. That's kind of an upset. Sneasler making its way back into top cut results on these Miraidon teams with Electric Seed. People are like, oh yeah, Sneasler is still pretty great. Are there any in top cut? No. Great, because I don't like Sneasler. This Gouging Fire is really cool. Is it just like a Howl set? Yeah, Burning Bulwark, Flare Blitz, Breaking Swipe, Howl. Okay. Pretty, nothing too crazy going on with this, but it is really cool. Ooh, with next to the Urshifu, that's scary. Choice Band Urshifu after a Howl boost sounds like it would just KO whatever's in front of it. Oh yeah, this is a really fun team. I like that team. Yeah, I don't know, these sets are really cool. Is that a base Calyrex? Hold on. This has to be a mistake. Okay, yeah, this is Calyrex Ice Rider. I was about to say, there's no way that's a base Calyrex. Jesus. Okay, let's see if we can pull up the results for Rio de Janeiro here. Looks like we don't have them. Well, that makes me kind of sad. That makes me kind of sad. Because it was at the same time as this. I don't know how to use this website. I've never used it. Damn, I wanted to look at the Rio de Janeiro results because I don't know what happened there. And they have everything in here. That's crazy. I've never used this website. Well, does Victory Road have Rio de Janeiro? Let's see. No, maybe I'm looking wrong. Hold on. Because Rio was the 18th. No, it's not in there. Yeah, the last one is in here, Toronto. We're not counting Latin America here, Lab Mouse. Come on, get it together. I guess if Victory Road doesn't have it, like maybe it's just hard to get the results right now, because they didn't. I don't believe that they streamed this regional, so it's kind of hard to find. I would bet. Okay, well, that's the little look. That's the video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed me just yapping, because that's pretty much what this video is. Me just yapping for a solid, how long? Like a solid 10 minutes. Yeah, nothing too crazy at this regional. I mostly wanted to talk about it because of the Kyogres. I mean, really, that's what interested me the most. So the Kyogres, all those Kyogres in Top Cut's really neat, because I will probably end up bringing Kyogre to whatever regional I go to. I'm gonna be in Atlanta. If you're gonna be at the Atlanta regional, come say hello. I'll probably be wearing this hat, or maybe a different hat, but I'll definitely have the little guy Poliwhirl with me. So hopefully I'll see you there. But with that, make sure that you like and comment and subscribe. Please be an AndyLaFan today. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you guys next time. A very special thank you to all of the certified AndyLaFans, especially the AndyLaVIPs, including Colton and Cosmic Pharaoh. Once upon a time, man, I heard that I was struggling. Came from a gen where power creep wasn't coming in. Face long, stats tight, defense up, shack height. Sturdy on me, sash like, got the TM last night. Hit me with that good move, make this mountain act right. Bast boys, better hit that builder. I know that's right, big Bast, bust a